Hello everyone, this is Bey Mohammed Dadabayev and welcome to the desktop publishing class. And if you want to remember that we did last week, what we did the last week is we learned about the new application, which is Adobe Illustrator, and then how to open a new file, and then what are the names of the tools, and then how to use the different tools, and then how to save your work to your home folders. So this week we're gonna continue with our next lesson, which is using the basic shapes and then creating a vectoral shape by using the basic shapes. And then during this class we're gonna use the different basic shapes and then how to color them, how to use the gradient tool, and that's pretty much it. And then how to using the gradient tool, how to color, give a different shades of the color to your shape. So let's start with our class. So after you open the Adobe Illustrator, we need to open a new file. But before we start with the new file, let me show you our today's work. So today's work, we're gonna create a pencil like this one. Right now this is an image. As you can see, this is the image file, PNG. So we're gonna create something like this, not exactly the same, but it will look like to this one. This is going to be our final product. You don't need to make the exact same. You can come up with the different pencils or pens if you like, but you need to use the basic shapes we will learn today. So let's start with opening a new file. So you go to the File tab and then click New, and here on the pop-up window here, you need to give a name to your document, which is labeling it, and then make sure that you are saving this at the end of the class to your home folders so I can grade it. So let's save this. Let's give this file as a name, pencil assignment, which is pencil, and then you will use your student name, and then you're gonna leave everything as it is, like here. So this is going to be a print document, so color mode should be CMYK. Let's leave the raster effects as a 300 pixels per inch. So after you give the name, you will not change anything, and then click OK. It will open a new document which we will start making our pencil from the scratch. Okay, so today we're gonna use, as I said before, like basic shape tools, which is this one here. When you come and then see, this is it will show you the last basic shape that was used here, but whenever you click and hold your mouse, it's gonna show you the other hidden tools which is underneath these basic shape tools. So let's start by using the rectangle tool. When I select that, my mouse cursor becomes this plus shape with a dot in the middle, and then now we need to take care of the options menu here before we start drawing anything. We want the color, fill color, whatever color you will choose. For this assignment it's kind of orangey color, but let me choose this. Later on we're gonna change this, and then I don't want to stroke outside my fill, so I will remove the stroke by pressing none here. Now I will draw a rectangular shape. Okay, there is two ways to draw a rectangular shape. If you know the exact size, you will just click once with your mouse, and then in this window you will enter the size, and then when you press OK, it will draw that with width and height that you're chosen. Or you can just start drawing it with your mouse by just dragging and then drawing it the desired size. As you can see on your right bottom corner, you will see on that gray area box the width and then height, and then you are seeing that green lines. They are helping us to see the where I'm at right now. Is it the center of the document, or it will be helping us throughout our work. So I'm gonna make this type of shape now, just making it simple right now. So after I made, I can see that by clicking anywhere on my screen. So this is the shape I made. Okay, so after I made that, I can select this tool which helps me to make the curved edges. Okay, I can click on that and then make this, but I want only the bottom part, so I'm gonna undo that, and I will select only these three anchor points with the direct selection tool. Right now I'm using the selection tool, but when I click direct selection tool, it will only select the parts that I selected. So after selecting them, I will make this curved edge. Okay, now I made this, as you can remember from this image here, we have three shapes, exactly same type of shape but different color shading. So I can copy this, and also we talked about this last week, like you can copy with shortcut keys, Control C and then Control V is pasting, but also you can use the shortcut keys from your keyboard, which is Alt key. Press hold and Alt key and then drag this aside. You will have the exact same copy of your the previous shape. So after I'm making this, I'm gonna copy it again, and then I have three different copies of it. So I'm gonna give this a different color. So on your right hand side you will see these color options here, so I can decrease its size, I mean the color, to get the different color more, and then select the third one, and then this will be a little bit more brighter color, so to distinguish the difference, or to give it feel like shades of the orange and then light coming from this side, and then it gives the shading options for that shape. So after I make this, the second thing I need to make is the eraser holder. It's a metal part here, and then the eraser itself. For those also, for the metal part, I will use again the rectangle tool, and then when I come to the edge of this shape that I have, so I can make the exact same sized, while I'm dragging and drawing, these green lines are helping me to make the exact same width with our three shapes here. So I release it. Now the color is this, but for now I'm gonna choose the gray color to distinguish it from the other shapes. So I made this part, which is the metal part. Later on, by using the gradient tool, I will give it a color which feel like a metal shape later on. So next thing is the eraser, which I'm gonna use this time rounded rectangle. Again, when you hold your mouse, click and hold it on the any tool, okay, it will show you other hidden tools underneath. So I'm gonna use this rounded rectangle tool. Same way, I will go to the edge of this shape. First I need to click on somewhere, so deselect it. So I'm gonna select the rounded rectangle tool again. So I'm at the edge of this, the metal part of the pencil, and then I will start dragging and drawing. So I will have the exact same size in terms of the width. I will leave it there. Then I'm gonna increase this to give a filling, and then I will choose the pink color for that, but later on I will change again the colors. So I'm gonna, now I have this eraser part, but we know that this part needs to be stay on the behind of the metal part. So I will choose this eraser part that I created, right click on it, and then go to the arrange, and then send it back. So which it will send it back of the metal part. So I'm gonna make this scale it a little bit more to see the eraser part. So after clicking this eraser also, I choose from the default swatch to choose the color, but I can change the colors by playing with this cyan, magenta, yellow, and the black color. So I can make this a little bit different in color, increase the darkness, and then it will give this feeling. For now it's going really good. Now for the tip part, we need a triangular shape, and it's again under the basic shapes. When you click and hold your mouse, I have this star tool. Star tool usually makes by default the 5 points. When I select that and I click once, you will see here points are 5 or 3, whatever you used in the last time, it's gonna keep it there. So I will decrease the points to 3, click OK, but before that I need to choose the radiuses. So 100, it's for now I'm just showing you, and then 50 radius 2. Okay, when I click OK, it will make this triangular shape. The second way you do, let me undo this. Second way you do is, after you select the star tool and then you make sure that there is a 3 points selected, you cancel that, and now I will just press and hold Shift and Alt together and then start drawing it. It will make the star tool, I mean the triangular shape, by using the same basic shapes tool. After I make that, select that, it will show you the bounding box around it. By using these handles, okay, whenever you see this, it means that you can rotate it, or we have rotate tool on the tools panel here, or select the object, transform, rotate, and then choose 180 degrees, click OK, it will make it looking to the downwards. I need to change its color, so I can work on that. So another way you can change the fill color is by clicking on this left hand side under the tools menu. You will see this fill option. You double click on it and then opens this, and then from there you will choose the desired color options. Let's say here, somewhere here, and then I want inside of that to be fill, looks like to this one here. So that's okay. I click OK. If you are not satisfied with this, you can decrease the color by using these options from here, and then I can bring this down to the bottom part here. So I put it there. Now again the same thing, it stays in front. I need to send it back, but first I need to make sure that it fits with the size. So I will zoom on that area to make the precise scalings on that. So I choose the direct selection tool and then decrease this size, which matches, as you can see, with the green helping guidelines you can see there. And then I need to make the same size on the left. Okay, but still we have some problems because these edges are curved, and then we have this edge also curved. I need to send this back first. Let me send this back. Right click on this and then arrange, send it back. So it's gonna go back of the top object. So now these edges are okay, but as you can see, I need to work on these sides, so to make it a little bit more curved again to match with the size. So I need to select the selection tool, direct selection tool, then click on the anchor points one by one, and then give them a fill. Looks like this one here, but still it doesn't match the sides. I will work on that a little bit later. So before I do that, let me go back and then take this a little bit down. Okay, I need to select the selection tool first, select this object, and then move it down so it matches exactly same with this side. As you can see, it's a little bit down. I need to take this up. Still I have some problems, and then I have these white areas here, so I need to work on that. So I will select the direct selection tool, okay, and then click on the path. And here I need to click on the path and then move this side only to the up, so I can work with on it precisely. So I will select this direct selection tool, click on here on the path, and then I can move this up. By the way, you need to follow the guidelines, and then to close this white gap between the two objects. And then these sides, selecting separately, you can move it down a little bit so it will stay there. With this side also I will select them and move it down, it will stay there too. But somehow I have two two shapes here, so I need to get rid of the one here. Let me see, I had two from the beginning. Yeah, I have two of them, so I need to remove one object from there. So I can click on this and then remove the anchor point, remove the anchor point. Now I have only one anchor points in each side, so I can work easily right now. So I will put it here somewhere when it matches on the sides again. Okay, then I will add another anchor point on the middle so I can move this up. So I need to go to the pen tool, add anchor point tool, and then when I see the middle which says intersect with the green lines, I click and adding the anchor point here. So I can work on that. I can move this up without changing the edges, as you can see. Now I will select the edge of this, and I can make this a little bit curved. Okay, only I'm making the sides to match with the side of the pencil's body. So I will select that. Now I can go and then select this object and then increase this to the sides to match with the pencil's edges again. So you need to work a little bit more precise to come up with the desired shapes you want. So this is how I made this. Now for the tip part, again double clicking on the hand, it will zoom this out again to see it from the far view. I need to make another triangle, okay, by pressing and holding Alt and Shift together and then draw it, and then color this with the black, and then rotate it by using the object transform rotate under the 80 degrees, click OK, and I will take this to the tip of the pen. So I will zoom this area again, and I need to work again with my selection and then direct selection tool to come up with the exact same size. Okay, I have this part, it matches with other part of the pen tool. So how can I make sure that you will select only these two shapes, and then from the alignment here, from the alignment group, you can align them horizontal align center, so it will be staying together aligned. So you can see that by clicking on that. So pretty much easy. That's how you can make a from the scratch a pencil. But let's go with the gradient tool now to give a feel of the metal here. So I select that object here, go to the, on your right hand side we have this gradient option. You click on that, and then when you see that there is nothing for now, but whenever you click on one of the edges of this gradient option, okay, it will add this gradient shading from white to black. But you can change it anytime. Okay, so in the drop down list you can see many different options, but if you don't see the desired one for you, you can create your own one. So let's create our own one. So for this one, when you double click on this color option here, okay, this is the white color here, and then this one is the black color. So you can change their colors by double clicking on it and then choose a color from this swatches panel, and then I'm gonna choose this or a little bit brighter one, gray, and then this side also same. I'm gonna choose this one, but we still need to add some other gradient points here. Okay, so how we can do that, whenever you see this plus sign or whenever you click on the areas here, it will add a new gradient points on that. So you can change anytime their colors. Let me remove this one, we don't need that. So when I double click on it, then change a little bit brighter. So this we can leave, and then this we can change it brighter one. Okay, now you can see it gives a feel like a metal part here. You can work on this eraser part also to give different shades of the pink color this time. So I'm gonna choose this, double click, and then change it to the pink color, or again you can go to the color mode and then choose color from here too. So I will choose that, and then this part is a little bit brighter, so I can choose white, or again the same, with the same method you can choose a different color and then increase its brightness to the left. This one also same, choose the exact same or the closer color. This one is brighter, double click on it and then choose this, or somewhere on this edge, then increase its magenta to the brighter color. You'll get that. Then if you change the middle one, it will get the color we desire. So that's how you can do that, or you can remove these two. Anytime you can remove these two and then just give a filling like that, and then you can make it radial shape, so it will look like to this one. So this is pretty much it. So after you are done, you can select everything, you need to group them all together, and then by using the selection tool, whenever I select now, it selects everything it has. I can rotate this to the side or in this angle. Okay, then I can make something by using this brush tool or pencil tool. I can draw a line here, curved line, but it doesn't have a color for now. I choose the color. I will remove it to the stroke, so it will look like a line there, which is a drawn line. Or you can do this exact same thing by using this brush, paintbrush tool. Starting from here, this time we need to choose the fill color. Stroke needs to be none for the brush. For the pencil it's different. So when I do this, it's gonna stay like that, and it will give a fill like drawn line by using this pencil. So this is the end of the this class, and then please make sure that you give a label this file as a pencil and then your name, and then at the end make sure to save this work to your home folders. Okay, thank you for listening to me, and then see you next time in our another desktop